Hello, welcome to the stream. How are you all doing today? Welcome on in. It is a nice and stormy night here tonight. So we'll see if the internet decides to stick around tonight, because I would not be surprised if it decides not to. But welcome on into the stream. I am super excited to jump in and get into some TCG tonight. We trust in the internet. Shoot, I trust in this internet better than our previous place. The internet here has, knock on wood, been a little bit better so far. I mean, we've only been here, a couple weeks, but so far at least, been pretty good. Emerson, how are you doing? Welcome on in. But yeah, wire corner stupid. That's like asking why is the grass green, and the answer, I actually don't know. I actually don't know why grass is green. I was gonna have a really fun answer, but then I couldn't think of one, so you got that instead. Wait, hold up a second. Why do you say no signal? Did I unplug this on accident? What? What do you mean no signal? What do you mean no signal? Hey, there we go. We got it. We got it. Alright, tonight we are going to be playing some good old Goldango. I am taking this to a cup this weekend. At least that's the plan. Assuming I play in this cup. I have some other stuff going on that day, but I am at this current moment planning to play this in a cup on Saturday. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, go plan tonight. Hang out, have some casual streams. Why did that get undone again? What is this thing's problem? I've not had this many issues with this 3DS capture in a minute. Incoming potential Marnie's deck? Actually, oh. Just had a bit of a flat power flicker there. Looks like everything is still on though. That was a bit of a yikes. Little bit of a yikes. I mean, I haven't seen this matchup, so I'm very interested to see how it goes. Okay, or it's not that at all. This is actually not Marnie's. They're just using the coin and the sleeves. I was actually excited for it to be Marnie's because I was very interested to see how that matchup's would play out. We'll take our ooh, what a good Mully to get. Only thing I don't love is I have no Arven in hand, but I do have a Pokegear that can potentially search me one out. Oh, is this guy just a Great Tusk Mill deck? Okay, interesting. Okay, so game plan is we do not do a lot of coin bonusing. I do not want to draw a lot of my deck. We obviously need the energy, but we don't want to draw a ton of cards from our deck. Oh man, would have loved to have seen an Arven there. This jamming tower is going to come in big when we go to swing at this handheld fan, but I don't want to play it down yet because I am afraid that they would mess with us a little bit. So we're just going to hit an Iono. A nice little Iono allows us to draw into some Buddy Buddy Poffins, allows us to draw the Energy Search Pro, which will be very helpful next turn. And we do also have a Drakloak in hand. So we'll actually hit a Mirror, a Minor Aaron Run, and grab... let's grab one of each here. Cool. At least see what energy we got. Not a super duper impactful turn one. We did not hit the TM Evo. which is the Hope. But we are still able to get the Gimme Ghoul down and have a potential setup for next turn. I am very interested to see what they're going to end up hitting us with here when they were able to draw into the dun sparse to get that runaway draw action going, getting some more cards into their hand. They do need 2 energy down, so they will need a Crispin to be able to start collapsing our deck. They got the attach for turn. They need a Crispin. They also need a way to switch out, which, I mean, should be pretty easy to get to. They're not able to grab it, so no land collapsing for us this turn, which is something we need to keep in mind with, like, Cypher Maniac, if we're not careful, accidentally putting stuff up there that could get milled. Now, one part of me, we could Cypher, and we could put a Gimme Ghoul on the top of the deck. And in doing so, we could guarantee the recon directive into it, which would be kind of cool to perfectly give us that. Yeah, you know what? Let's go for that. Let's put a Gimme Ghoul on the top. And it doesn't matter about the second card because we're only drawing 1 off of the Drakloak. So I actually want to put something... I want to put something here that I'm going to force to the bottom of the deck, and I think TM Evo is a good thing to force to the bottom of the deck. Actually, I wouldn't hate drawing into a TM Evo off of the coin bonus, because that would... I mean, I could also just grab it from Arvin, so yeah, let's just put TM Evo there. And then we will recon directive, give ourselves the Goldango EX, hit the evolution here. We do have 2 energy here, so we could kill the Fan Rotom. Let's hit a coin bonus. And I don't want to Energy Search Pro, because right now I have enough energy to get my kill. And I think that's just what we're going to go for. Yeah. Discard 2 energy for the 100 damage. And go ahead and start this prize trade here. Sam, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Yeah, we definitely do need to be careful of drawing too much out of our deck. Yeah, man, the thing is turned off again. I think it is the thunder and lightning is what's causing it to come undone, because some of the lightnings has caused my, like, right monitor to, like, flicker, and I think that is happening with the DS for some reason. I don't know why, though. Well, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Alright, they got the Sada. The Sada is another way for them to get the 2 energy out. They have no energy in discard, though, so the Sada will not be beneficial to them right now. They also do have that Mimikyu on the bench with that Safeguard ability, meaning EXs and Vs cannot damage them. Hello, Mr. Golden French Fry. Oh, I guess wait, is there a Golden French Fry? I would love a Golden Fry. Oh, you mean this guy? I get all that guy. But they did have it in hand, and they do have the Explorer's Guidance, allowing them to look at the top 6 cards of their deck. Put 2 of them into your hand and discard the other cards. We'll see what they end up discarding here. An Artisan was one of the discards. They're gonna go for that land collapse. Ah! The jamming tower was one I needed. The jamming tower was definitely one that I needed. Now, honestly, part of me here kind of thinks... I think actually the better attacker in this matchup is going to end up being the Dragapult EX. I do think that's going to be the better attacker in this matchup. Yeah. It definitely is. It definitely is. So let's Cypher here and put... And we have both the energy. I can grab the switch off the Arvin next turn if it really comes to it. Or the Earthen Vessel. Let's do this. Coin bonus. Coin bonus. Attach that there. And then go ahead and evolve. I don't want to hit the switch just yet because they can just counter catcher us again. We'll just end the turn here. We'll just end the turn here and see what they do. We aren't going to go for an attack. They are going to start land collapsing us. I don't want to have to use the Arven to get like switcher energy if I don't have to. I am willing here to use an energy search pro just to grab the psychic energy. Just to leave cards in the deck. Because this land collapsing is going to get very annoying. But what we also need to keep in mind here is this handheld fan is damaged by an attack, move an energy to your benched Pokemon. I only have one fire and one psychic, so if they get moved away, I'm not getting them back. So we can't really attack this Great Tusk with Dragapult. So I don't know what the play then there would be, other than if we can draw into our boss. Oh, they're gonna. Stupid Crushing Hammer. They're gonna get rid of our fire energy. This is such an annoying deck. Oh, it's so annoying. I hate land collapse so much. It's so annoying to me. Like, oh, I love for you. You're playing the game by meaning I am not allowed to play the game the specific way my deck plays. It is my absolute favorite. Alright. We'll just go for the knockout here. It's fine. They'll move our energy away. I don't really care. I honestly forgot that they play the handheld fan. I should have just only put down, like, Gimme Ghouls. Actually would have been the better play here. Only play Gimme Ghouls, so they can only push the energy to another Gimme Ghoul. Or just never play it on another Pokemon, since this deck doesn't attack. The Mimikyu is, of course, a problem. But that's fine. The other irritating thing is, though, that this DS does not want to work tonight. Alright, well, the DS doesn't want to work tonight, so I guess we aren't using it tonight. It keeps disconnecting for some reason. I don't know what's going on with it. That might be a bad cable. Might be a bad cable. So we'll turn that guy off. So I can figure out what's going on with it. I don't know why it just keeps disconnecting. I'm honestly low-key, like, a couple seconds away from just conceding, because I don't really care. Yeah, I was really hoping to hit 1,000 resets tonight, yeah. Because we're at 9:30. I just don't know why it keeps, why it just keeps getting no signal. I already have a second land collapser set up. Just so annoying. It's so annoying. Hey, there's that boss I wanted, though. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I don't know what's in my discard right now. Nest Ball doesn't get it for me. That's unfortunate. Alright, I just don't care to play. Have fun. Have fun with your land collapsing. It's just, it's just not fun. It's true. It's my same thing with like Snorlax stall back in the day, of just like their way of winning is to just stall you out. The same thing with land claps. And this is not me saying that it's not a good deck. I mean, it's not. It doesn't do well in any tournaments. Because you can often work around it pretty easily. I just don't care to try and work around it because it's not fun. And that's the great thing about TCG Live. Oftentimes the things people are going to play weird things on TCG Live to just screw around with different stuff, and more power to them. But the other thing with TCG Live is it doesn't matter if I just decide to concede. And if you show up playing land claps, pretty good chance I'm just going to concede. Because I just don't want to deal with it. You need more stall decks? No. Less stall decks. Currently, there's not really... There are a couple-ish in the format. But they aren't nearly as bad as Snorlax stall was, since the ability was you weren't allowed to... as long as the Snorlax wasn't active, you couldn't retreat. So it did a lot to slow down everyone. And again, there are ways to play around it. There's stuff you could tech in to deal with it. But a lot of decks just didn't. Notes that deck down to play against. But no. Oh, no. I feel really bad for this person right now. Okay, I was about to say, do they not have anything they can do this turn other than play the monkey? But I mean, they also see that I'm playing Goldango, so they know that I have no turn to attack coming up. There is not a turn to attack that I have. Even if I was playing the other Gimmighoul, the continuous flip one, there's no chance I'm hitting for, 110. Also, discarding... I mean, Fez they can get back. Bravery Charm they can't recover. And I don't know if they're playing Palpad. I assume this is... Guardy. I assume it's Guardy. But I mean, I guess with this could also be... Marnie. Is indeed Guardy. I don't know why I was even thinking it was Guardy, because I mean, so many decks play Monkey. It's the Bravery Charm. I think that the Bravery Charm was making me think it was. Unfortunately, we didn't get a different energy. I hate to have to attach this energy to Gimmighoul, considering I just want metal energy on there, but 'tis what we shall do. I mean, I could end up grabbing... I actually could grab Earthen Vessel off of this Arven, actually. Yeah, let's grab the Earthen Vessel and a TM. Because I don't really need a Buddy Pop in here, because I have the two ghouls down. And I have a Nest Ball. We'll just Earthen Vessel away that energy. Because we can recover it fairly easily. We can recover it fairly easily. And we'll go ahead and put down a Dreepy, because I do have a Dracloak on bent in my hand. Now there is a very good chance we get Iono'd next turn. Guardy typically plays 3 or 4, more so on 4 for just resetting hands and hand disruption overall. So there's a good chance they do play it this next turn. I'm hoping they don't, because I have a really great hand right now. Just turn the other way. Then you might turn to attack. That's good. All right, Artisan. Yeah. I was like, it's so likely that they're going to Iono me, but if in the off chance they don't, I'll be really happy. Okay, I still got the Cypher, which is nice. So I can still Cypher Goldango and Energy Search Pro. I mean, do I even want an Energy Search Pro? I might just go for an Earthen Vessel. Let's just go for an Earthen Vessel, actually. Because they're going to be grasping draw with Cleffa here. 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 Up here, puppy. I prefer you not back there against all my cables. Oh, good puppy. What a good puppy. Alright. Definitely Goldango. And I guess just an energy search or an earthen vessel just to get me steel energy. And I already have steel energy. And I already have energy in hand. I only have to commit 1 energy here for the attack. So maybe instead of an earthen vessel, we'll save the jamming tower for later when it could potentially knock out like a drift bloom or something. And I don't really need the energy search pro. An ultra ball maybe? Yeah, I want an ultra ball. That's what I want. Ultra ball these 2 buddy poffins away to grab ourselves a Dracloak. That sounds really, really nice to me. I know we could have just put a Dracloak up there, but I would rather thin away a couple of different cards, a couple more cards in the deck. Make it more likely that we hit, you know, like our boss's orders, our energy search pro, another cipher, stuff like that. I would rather hit Professor Turo or Arven. I have cipher, so I don't really care for the Arven, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and attach this here so we have a follow-up in case they're able to knock this out next turn, which they easily could. And then let's go ahead and Artisan. Oh no, the other Droopy's prized. Never mind. I knew the other Droopy was prized. Do I care to play this down right now? Not really, no. Alright, we will go ahead and make it rain, which hits for weakness. For a good 100 points of damage to that little 30 HP Cleffa. Hey, there's the other Droopy I was looking for. So if they end up Ionoing me here, at least I can Artisan it back. Sending up the Ralts makes me think that they do have Rare Candy Guardy. Stretcher for the Fez. Fez in play is nice. Gives me a 2-prize liability. Or gives them a 2-prize liability for me to take advantage of. Ultra Ball for who? For Guardy, do you have the candy? They do indeed have the candy. Who's your attacker here, though? Unless you're just planning to hit the 190 with Guardy. And they can push over 30 off of the monkey. But that's still only... Or Artisan for, yeah, for Screamtail, and they just attack my Dragloak is most likely what they're going to end up doing here. And if they end up charming it, which I don't imagine they will, because, I mean, a good Guardy player knows that I'm out here playing Goldango. Goldango typically plays the jamming tower. So they probably know it's there, so they probably aren't going to do that to themselves. But they might, in case if they need to stretch for it. But I mean, to take out Dragapult, 22, 4, 6, 8, 10. They only need 5 damage counters on there for that. So I mean, they don't need to stretch that far. This is a deck, though, that I do hate. This deck and, like, any Frostlass deck, and I know I was playing a lot of Marnie the other day. These are decks I hate playing against on live just because of how slow this process is. Because, like, if you are playing this for real on the table, the person would just grab the 3 energy, attach it to the Guardy, put the 6 damage there in 2 moves instead of... It's just so slow. The Frostlass is the worst since it happens in between turns. I'm surprised they put 3 energy here. Because they can only Adrenal Brain away 30 right now anyways. So I'm surprised they put another energy there instead of leaving it in their discard for whatever they want to do in a future turn. Which, I mean, next turn, they Adrenal Brain 30 here. And Adrenal Brain another 30 here from having another attached return that they can do. And they actually can take this out with this Guardy. But I could cipher... What would I want to cipher to the top of the deck? Switch and... Because my monkey's also prized. So I guess Switch and Energy Search Pro. I guess. I could put down my own Fez, but that's another that's a two-prize liability on my end that they can easily reach. If I had my own monkey, I probably would put that down, but I guess I'll just cipher... Oh, no, is my Switch also... No, it's theirs. I guess I'll just cipher for Switch. Although I would love to be able to boss here. And actually kill something worth taking out. So maybe... I don't know, maybe I do Fez. Maybe I use these 2 coin bonuses first and see what I get off of those 2 draw. Let's see what I get off of the 2 benched draws first. Before we dedicate... Or before we decide to do our active coin bonus. Alright, energy... And Dragapult. Alright. I kind of hate to see it, you know? It's not great. I don't love it. But also, actually, right now, I don't have to cipher Energy Search Pro. Or rather, I don't have to use Energy Search Pro, so I don't think I'll actually even cipher it. I mean, I could Fez. It's just such a 2-prize liability, though. It's fine. Not fine. It's not fine. It's not fine. Alright, we'll cipher. The Switch. And again, the Jamming Tower doesn't really do anything for us at this exact moment. Maybe the Stretcher. And just pull back. No. They're probably going to hit me with the Iono next. So... And at this point, I have very few energy left in the deck. Maybe a boss just to hold for next turn, just in case they end up not Ionoing me. I don't know. Maybe they won't Iono me. Maybe they won't Iono me. That'd be pretty cool if they didn't. That'd be pretty cool if they didn't. I mean, I could play the Dreepy down. I could play the Dreepy down. But, I mean, they could pull Screamtail back out. But, I mean, if they're sniping a single prizer instead of going for my 2 prizers, I don't think I need it. I don't think I need it. I don't think it really does anything for me. I know it's more draw power, but I've already dedicated the Fez down, which doesn't feel great. Hey, there's our Monkey. Monkey would be super helpful. I'm glad they're out now, because even if they Iono us, I can Artisan it down, and depending on if they leave any damage on my side, because like being able to push 30 damage to a Gardevoir if they, you know, Adrenabraining it, leaving it fully healed. That's great. If they push this to active, they can only get a knock if they play Defiance Ban, and I don't think they do. Because they can't, because then they'd hit for 190. But now if they boss here, they can take the Fez, which is kind of what I was afraid of putting it down. But they would have to attack with a Guardy, which leaves Guardian active. They do hit the Iono, which we were expecting the Iono. We were anticipating it. Okay, perfect. I'm actually very okay with this Iono. Very okay with this Iono so far. But that also means they won't be bossing, but they could, of course, use a counter catcher. Lily's Clefairy popping in back into their deck. Are they going to go for another Screamtail? I mean, if they have Charm, they could potentially reach Pheasantipity. But I think Charm is the only way they reach Fez. Because Charm puts them to 150. Right? Am I doing that math right? Or with Charm, Screamtail had 140. So they can come up to 120 times... Does hit for 240. Okay, so with a Bravery Charm, they can knock out Pheasantipity. I'm fairly certain they need the Charm to be able to knock out Fez here. Because otherwise this is just doing 160. Oh wait, they have it. Never mind. They have it. They haven't used their other monkey yet. They haven't used their other monkey yet. Never mind. They Adrenabrain that other 20 damage over. And that puts them in the range they need for the knock on the Fez. Okay, so we need to keep that in mind. Pretty much, I was correct in my initial thought of not putting down Pheasantipity. But I still have 30 damage on my side of the field, so I'm okay with it. I don't love it, but I'm okay with it. Put down the monkey. I don't think Jamming Tower really matters in this matchup, to be completely honest with you. I don't think Jamming Tower really matters in this matchup. Okay, yeah, Energy Search Pro. My Darkness Energy is prized, but that's okay. Give me... Yeah, I don't think Jamming Tower matters in this matchup. I don't know anything they'd be doing with a Jamming Tower, but let me see if I can get a... No. I was like, let me see if I can draw into... Counter Catcher. Alright, go ahead and Adrenabrain this 30 damage here. Gets my knockout. Free prize card. They then have to pay. There's the Counter Catcher. Dang it. Dang it. Alright. 100, 200, 300, 350. To be all of my energy currently in hand, and I can knock out the Guardy. Or would it be better off to knock out their draw power? And it would be less energy I have to put out for it. I don't think I have any more Earthen Vessels in deck, though. Yeah, I don't have any more Earthen Vessels, so I have no way to search other than energy retrieval. But I mean, they still have the other Guardy down, so I don't think it super matters. So I do think Fez might just be the better kill. Because they have a hefty hand, but still. We'll throw out the Jamming Tower, because again, I don't think it matters in this matchup, but just to get rid of their Artisan. Nothing I really want to stretch her for here. Might want it for some energy at some point. 100, 200, 250 damage. I don't believe they can do a 3-price turn here. Monkey Dory, they wouldn't be able to push enough damage to, so we should have this one in the bag. But of course, it's not over till it's over. They Iona us to 1. We can draw back pretty well, but we will be in a pretty dangerous position. So we'll see what happens, though. He was killed by Pest just because I claim confirmed. Yeah, what are they doing? Confirmed is the most confirmed role you can have. How could you be any more confirmed than claiming confirmed? A third monkey, actually, gets them the knockout on Goldango. Because that's the only way they actually get a knockout right now. Right now, with the current board state, is if they had a third Monkey Dory. They grab the Fez back. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. That's how much damage. They could do 180 damage if they play the Lily's Clefairy and attack with Lily's Clefairy. which is not enough for the knockout. Even like a Blood Moon couldn't reach right now. I mean, a Blood Moon plus Monkey Dory would be enough, but off the top of my head, I don't think Goldango, or not Goldango, I don't think Guardy plays. Yeah, it doesn't play Roaring Moon. Also only typically plays 2 Monkey Dories. Drifloon could do it, but I mean, I only need to just barely hit them with Drifloon, and also with the they would have to need to knock the Jamming Tower as well. Yeah, they cannot get the knockout this turn. But next turn they would be able to take a 3-price turn, because they would be able to Adrenaline Brain damage to Goldango, knock it out. So we might end up Turoing here if we can't get the win. But we'll see what they do here. I'm very excited to see what they can pull off. Yeah, because the typical Guardy does not play any additional way to boost damage off of Guardy, like no like not Bravery Charm, no Charm or anything to be able to hit harder. So we're just sitting at 250 here. What is the top deck? The top deck is Arven. Coin bonus. Get the coin bonus. I should have done this coin bonus first because I could have Turo'd pick this up. Alright, so I think we do have to Turo here. I think that is really our only chance at, because if I Arven does give me superior energy retrieval. I do have 2 things to discard to draw back 4 energy, but that only lets me hit for 200. I can Adrenaline Brain 30 damage, but that's only hitting for 230. Or I could Arven for a Night Stretcher and just hope we draw into whatever we need to draw into. But that sounds pretty risky to me. Before we Turo, I do want to go ahead and Adrenaline Brain some damage. Just so they have to be choosy with where they decide. I mean, they'll probably just push it back over because they aren't going to put any more damage here. Go ahead and pick you up. Send you up. This is why I'm saying I should have done the other, because I could have gotten another 2 draw. I don't know that I need to play this down. I mean, they can snipe it, but they need to take 3 prizes, so I think it's okay to play that down. I think that's okay. The Iono, for me, resetting my hand doesn't really help, since it just, again, puts me down to a 1-card hand. I wouldn't be mad if they Iono me, but I want to say that was all 4 of their Ionos. That was all 4 of their Ionos, so no hand disruption coming my way. So basically at the start of this at my next turn, my win con is the second, I need 2 superior energy retrieval, so I need to just draw into 1. If I top deck 1, we're in good shape. And I should still have, there are still 3 in deck. I didn't check how many were there. It doesn't actually matter who you throw up front. It's actually an interesting choice to retreat into this guy. I'm kind of confused on the purpose of the retreat. Because you had enough energy in there to... Actually, I don't know if they did have enough energy in there. I know they did. They did. Because they just retreated 2 energy away. So they would not have had enough energy to be able to get 60 damage set up. That's why they did it. They wanted to be able to push 60 damage over. Makes sense. Makes sense. Oh, they do. They play 3 monkeys? Oh, no. All they need is darkness energy and they got game. Or they don't have game, but they have one of my Dangos dead. It doesn't give them game, it just gives them 2 prizes. They only have 3 cards in their hand, and I feel like they would have started by playing the energy, but maybe they wanna make it dramatic, which I'm all about the dramatic, so that's okay with me if they're saving it. Be like, haha, you think you're okay? Oh, interesting. Interesting. Let's go. That's game. We just needed to top deck a superior energy and we would be okay. All right. And the third. Just what you'll love to see. Do I actually have enough energy here? I'm actually now a little concerned that I don't, because oh no, I don't have to attach. So that's 200. And that's 300. All right, that's 100, 200, 300. All right, just making sure my math is right. And Adrenabrain over the 3 damage to break the 300, or to bring them from 310 below 300. And we make it rain for 300 damage, taking that final prize. Sorry, Guardy. Man, the third monkey did scare me. The third monkey did, in fact, scare me. Does Henry Chow typically play? I want to look at Guardy lists. The Henry Chow list typically only plays 2 Guardy. Oh wait, I didn't get to watch the finals of Portland yet, and I don't know that I will, seeing that it's Guardy versus Guardy. I don't know that I really care. I don't really love watching mirror matches. But theirs was a true mirror. Michael Davidson, who won Portland, and Henry Chow, who got 2nd place at Portland, were playing the exact same 60. They might be part of the same testing group. I don't know. I'm not super familiar with a lot of people's names. I'm only really familiar with Henry's since they won Atlanta, which I was at, and so I watched them play. But that's funny that they were playing the same 60. All right, what was the 5th place Guardy deck? 5th place Guardy deck was playing 3 monkeys. So maybe it is more typical to play 3 monkeys. I don't know. The 16th list was also playing 3 monkeys, so maybe it is typical to play 3. Looks like it's typical to play 3. It's typical to play 3. Good to know. Good to know. So Goldango, fun fact, didn't even top 64 Portland. Its best placement was 66 with Parker was the person to get that placement. I am not playing the same list they are playing. It looks like the main differences between their list and the list that I am playing is they are playing minus an Earthen Vessel to add in the Vengeful Punch. That is the only difference in the 65th list and the list that I'm playing, or 66th. But I mean, still, 66th is still pretty, like, that's cool. The next one was 70. 2 mollies? That's sad. 2 mollies and then a Monkey Dory is what I have to put out there. Rude. But it looks like the difference between the list that they played and the list that I'm playing is plus a Pokegear minus an Ultra Ball. Hey, playing another... This isn't the same person. Playing another Guardy. Ugh. Yuck. Yuck. So many Dragapults. And then the next one was a 94. Yeah, Goldango did not do great at Portland. There was a Saraluge who placed 101. What? It's fun. It's cool. Good for them. Yeah, but it did not do well at Portland. Which, I mean, doesn't necessarily mean that it's fallen off. It just means a lot of people who were playing it might not be playing it anymore. Because, like, Flareon, Eevee Box, whatever you want to call it. What is this deck called? Referred to as? Flareon Noctowl had a big increase with play, which I would like to check out that deck at some point. I just haven't had a... It's an expensive deck, so I just haven't wanted to be completely frank. Alright, all the guys are there. Is Switch here or was Switch prized? Switch is here. Because I would like to be able to switch. I don't want to really waste... I don't even have energy, so everything that I'm doing right now doesn't matter. Because I won't be able to... I mean, I could... Actually, I could. I do have Nest Ball in hand. Could Earthen Vessel. Yeah, we could do that. We could do that. This could be... This is definitely a choice. That was a loud crack of thunder that did once again turn off my monitor. I've also had, like, my mouse has stopped working a few times randomly. I do think this, it is the storm that is messing with the electronics. Bum, bum. Yeah, so the reason I put that, I can just retreat off the darkness. I can just retreat using the darkness for Goldango. I obviously don't want to. I would rather be able to keep the energy on there since we know that they're like it literally just won us our last game being able to Adrenabrain. I hope they have a slow turn and aren't able to rare candy. I would like to just see you grab a Curlia here and not a Guardy. Oh no, oh no. Yikes. Yikes. Alright, I don't know what they're going to go for here. We had definitely a worse start this turn than I did last game. I mean, it's not a terrible split position for us. We still have Goldangos ready. But now we can no longer use items to search out our energy that we need. Which is pretty sad. But, I mean, overall, we should be fine. I at least have energy in hand to attach for the attack. So I just need to draw into a single energy. And I could Cypher Maniac that energy there. I don't know that I want to do that. But I could. But I could. But I could. Alright, let's Artisan to put down another gimme ghoul. I guess just 2 energy. Feels like it. I don't know anything else that I want because I can't use any items unless I want to give myself... No, because I mean, if I'm able to use items next turn, it's going to have to be for Energy Search Pro so that way I can actually do something. Alright. Don't love it, but... there it is. Oh, there it is. Our 2 energy. And another coin bonus. Do like my coins. And we shall make it rain. I tell you what could be good with Guardy. Steven's Claydol, due to it's doing 220 with 3 psychic energy attached. It all gets removed, but Guardy puts it all back. That is true. Does put it back. It is the only... The negative there is Steven's Claydol is an Evo, so they would have to fit in 2 cards. Whereas, like, Screamtail, for instance, and Driftblim can hit pretty high and don't require... only requires 1 spot. But, I mean, you're definitely not wrong. It does work, and it is just a single prize, or... I don't know. It definitely could be a potential, could be a potential ad. I don't. I haven't played a lot of Guardy. I've played very little Guardy. So I don't know. How much damage do you, or how much? You only have 1 energy, okay. I was like, how much energy you got in the discard? This is not a terrible position for us right now. That was a misplay for them, though. That was a huge misplay. Oh, no, they didn't have the energy to do it. Never mind. I was like, what are you doing? Why are you not hitting that? All right, I got 2 energy in there. Shoot. What did I get Iona to the bottom of my deck? Arvin. 2 energy and Iono. Alright, yeah, let's coin bonus. Oh, not a great coin bonus. Not a great coin bonus. Not the kind of coin bonus you want to see. Not the kind of coin bonus you want to see. Not the kind of coin bonus you want to see. Not a great coin bonus. Guardy is very hard to pilot, yes. Guardy is not for the faint of heart. Which is why I don't play it, because I know I'm not good enough. I know I'm not good enough. Alright, I could kill their other Curlia here, which is I think what I'm going to do. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Guardy is a very difficult one. Because I mean, look at all this. You're constantly like pulling out energy from your discard. So you have to be cognitive of like how much energy you're getting into your discard. You have to be cognitive of your matchups, because in some matchups, Gardevoir is never going to have energy attached to it unless you're using it to retreat out of active, because you're only going to be attacking with your single prizes like Screamtail, Driftblim. Maybe even you want to attack with a Monkey Dory to confuse to give yourself a turn. Lily's Clefairy. Like it is a very there's a lot going on with this deck. They put the Bravery Charm onto the Pheasantipity, which makes sense. They want to keep that thing safe from an easy boss knockout. The Lily's Clefairy bench is an interesting one. Lily's Clefairy really does almost nothing in this matchup unless I'm deciding to attack with Dragapult. And I'm not going to attack with Dragapult because I know you could just plop out Lily's Clefairy and easily kill it. Instead, you've just bench locked yourself from playing down another Ralts, meaning you get the knockout this turn. But if I kill your Gardevoir, you don't have another one waiting in the wings. So that's kind of not a great play. They needed to get another Ralts down. And they had Artisan available to get it down, assuming unless their other Ralts was prized. Because this is their only energy acceleration. I need the kill this turn. Or else I am also going to be in a not great position. We do have 4 energy that we can recover here. I do need 6 energy for the knockout, though. So this isn't fantastic. We're going to hit the coin bonus and hopefully we're going to whiff. We're going to whiff. Because I can recover this 4 energy. But I have to use this 1 energy. So I only have 4 energy to attack with. Because I need this energy for my attack. So I can only do 200 points of damage. So I guess I mean, this is just a free 2 prize knockout for me. So, like, not great that they put it down. Because this is just a free 2 prizer. Because I currently am doing 200 damage. So we just bring you up and do the 200. I wanted to kill your Guardy. I really, really did. Oh, you're also weak, so I actually don't have to contribute. I only need 2 energy for this, actually. Because you are weak to steel. Yeah, doubly bad that you played that. So this is doing 100, but it's weakness, so it's doing 200. So it's actually doubly bad that you played that down. I'm not in a great position for my next turn, though. But I am expecting probably an Iono to roll through, because I don't have another Goldango set up. I don't have either of these two draw engines set up. So I'm, like, not in a winning position here. I'm not in a winning position by any means right now. This very easily goes poorly for me. I want to assume they autopiloted out of fear, potentially. Potentially. Put down their third monkey. Their third monkey does get them the knockout. If they had an energy on each of them, they can only attach one energy this turn. But it looks like they're potentially going to go with the monkey. Oh, never mind. They're going to go with a Screamtail attack, which is somewhat good for them. I've used both of my bosses. I cannot boss anything else up. So the data is actually not terrible for them. They're just going to go for a snipe attack on who knows what. They're bossing this up to lock me. But now they aren't going to be able to hand disrupt, so I'm just going to switch back to this. Yeah, so I mean that's fine. Is that enough? Are they gonna kill Monkey? Didn't even take a prize card? That's a choice. That's definitely a choice. Alright, so we cipher and we put... We put what? Another gold... We put another Goldango at the top, because I mean, I have knockout here with my hand. So I just want to set myself up for the future. So I think I put another Goldango and a Dracloak there, just for draw power, and then we just attack, I think is my play here. My Energy Search Pro is still in there, which is great. We play this down for potential as well. Push you up. Cypher Maniac. You and you. Coin bonus for the both of them. Evolve you. Evolve you. Coin bonus for one. And then we get to look at two cards. I'll put another Goldango in my hand. If they don't hand disrupt me, that'd be great. We can also play... Oh, hold up a second. Chat, I may have just misplayed. I just realized that I had Darkness Energy in hand already. Yeah, I just realized I had Darkness Energy in hand. I can't do enough damage here. Because I can only do 150. Oh, man, I just realized what I had in hand. I should have ciphered for Energy Search Pro, and I actually would have had game there. That's disappointing. I mean, that's a misplay. That misplay is completely on me. That's completely on me. I had game there. That was a bit of a throw. A bit of a throw. That's okay. I mean, they don't have game this turn, so we should be okay still, because I only need one prize. So I mean, we should be fine. If they Iono me down to one, it'll be a little tough. I'd be really surprised if they don't Iono me down to one. I think they've only used one Iono. That was a huge misplay on my part. That's okay. DS okay. That's why you got to look at your hand before you start making decisions. That's also why I can never play Gardevoir. I was not thinking far enough ahead. Ooh, the Bravery Charm. Who are you going to Bravery Charm? Oh, please tell me you're gonna... I mean, you're not... You're gonna leave... You gotta leave Guardian active. And you need a fully healed Guardian active. Which you're not gonna be able to get. Because, I mean... I only need to take one prize card. I only need to take one prize card. So... Also, a flip the script before Iono is interesting. Bravery Charm doesn't really... I mean, that doesn't really bother me. Because, I mean, I have a lot of energy to spare. Unless they're just not planning to attack this turn. But, I mean, I also have Monkey on... They just get the knockout here. That's fine. And this all could have been avoided had they just benched another Ralts earlier. And it was in deck because they were able to grab it there. Yeah, but the Iono before they flipped the script was interesting. The Arven. Let's go. Oh, that's so funny. That's funny. That's good. I think I have enough. I'll double check before I play the Arven, but I'm pretty sure that's enough. It might just be enough to make them like immediately concede. 100, 200, 300. All right, I have enough. That's funny. That's really funny. And the Earthen Vessel. There's the concede. The Iono'd into an Arven is just objectively hilarious. The only way it would have been funnier is if it would have been Iono'd into just the Energy Search Pro itself, but the Energy Search Pro didn't get me there. Into the Arven and top decking a Earthen Vessel. We still could have easily searched out that fight, because so in the deck I only had enough energy to deal 300 damage, but that would require I also needed to attach energy to attack, so I needed one more metal energy to get game, which I hope they realized that that's why I used the Earthen Vessel. It wasn't to like be a dick. It was because I needed that energy to be able to attack. But there's so many ways I could have dug with the coin bonus and the recon directive that I probably could have found either the energy itself or like a night stretcher to be able to recover energy. I'm feeling really good with this deck. I think it's a lot of fun to play. I have a lot of fun playing this deck. Percy has surprisingly just been sitting in my lap this entire stream. For the most part, like, head down, just chilling. Alright, I shall go first. That is okay with me. That is a-okay with me. Not a terrible opening hand. Do enjoy having Buddy Buddy Poffins. Okay, playing against Joltik Box. This is actually... It's actually pretty good for me. Alright, only have one Drakloak in deck. The other one is in hand, so we will absolutely... Buddy Buddy Poffin, 2 Dreepies down. How many Goldangos I got in here? One's in hand, don't worry. Close one. Cool. And the likelihood of them Ionoing me is super low. Because they're most likely going to go for and Arven. Well, they don't need the rescue board, so actually they could Iono me. Doesn't really... I mean, I have 5 cards in hand. The hand disruption isn't really super useful to them. Crispin is interesting. Are they gonna set up a Latias? Are they gonna attach? I mean, they already attached for turn. Pikachu is set up to attack next turn, though. So that's pretty cool. And there's nothing I can do to kill Pikachu. There is truly, bluely nothing I can do to kill Pikachu. What do I want to do here? I don't know what I want to do here. We could Arven. Could. Do a coin bonus. Put down the other gimme. We could. See what my options are for a recon directive. Energy Search Pro. Like, I don't really want to use Energy Search Pro because I'm going to put all of that energy into my hand. I'm going to Energy Search Pro all of that energy into my hand to potentially be Iono'd. I think I actually just want to take the Iono and just reset the hand here. And if I don't end up attacking this turn, like, it's okay. I would prefer to get an attack off this turn. I would prefer to be able to at least, you know, kill their Joltik for later, but... Alright. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, they're like, we heard you, you threw away the ace spec. Here it is. We heard you chose not to get it. Oh, what a... Please don't Iono. Please don't Iono me. Please don't Iono me. Please don't Iono me. What a perfect hand I currently have. The only negative here is, like I said, not a lot we can do to Pikachu. Wait a second. If the Pokemon has full HP when being knocked out from damage, its knocked out and its remaining HP becomes 10. What happens if you... What happens if a Pikachu has 10 HP left and you jamming tower it the next turn? I actually don't know what that interaction is. I don't know what that interaction does, actually. Because technically, it would minus its HP by 50. Would that be a knockout? I actually don't know. I don't know what happened there. I guess we'll just grab 2 Goldengos in the Cypher just to be set up. Because in my hand, I have the superior energy. So we'll just put both of those guys in there. Just so that way I can be set up for next turn. Would rather have a setup bench than not. Ah, oh, beautiful. What a great coin bonus. What a great coin bonus there. What a great coin bonus there. Oh, what a choice. Superior Energy Retriever or Superior Energy Retrieval. Or if I also just, if I only hit for 200 here, Jamming Tower would just knock it out. Wouldn't it? I could also counter catcher here, but I'm not going to counter catcher. I actually don't know what happens there. We're just going to hit for 200. Because the Resolute Heart doesn't trigger. But now they're at 200 HP that a jamming tower knocks it out. That's actually hilarious. Now I need a way to draw into said jamming tower. Weirdly, Frostlass does indeed counter Pikachu, yeah. Because Frostlass, since it has an ability, puts damage on it in between turns and breaks the Resolute Heart. Because Resolute Heart only triggers if you're at full HP. So since Frostlass in between turns puts 10 damage onto it, the ability is negated and Pikachu would be knocked out by an attack. Similarly, if we had damage on us that we could push over from like Monkey Dory. Yeah, now we just pray for a tower. Or for a Cypher Maniac. God, I would like $10,000. Okay, well, we'll see if that helps. We'll see if anything comes from that. See if anything comes from that. Or a boss, maybe. No, I don't need boss yet. I have the superior energy retrieval. I actually don't know even what I want here. I guess Fez. More cards never hurt. The jamming tower for the immediate knockout. And we can still counter catcher. We can still counter catcher. Oh, I love that. That makes me happy. We're gonna counter catcher that Iron Hands. Because I know they want to use it. I know they want to use it. Monkey does nothing. Artisan does nothing. Definitely don't give it to them. I don't even need to flip the script here. I have everything that I need in my hand right now. But they also can't set up Iron Hands in a single turn, so I don't actually know that I care to kill that. Maybe I just care to kill Latias. Yeah, let's actually just kill Latias to just hurt their ability to pivot. Because with Latias dead, they can't free retreat whatever they're about to push up. Whatever they're about to push up has to be, whatever they're about to push up here, they would have to manually retreat off of, which would require them to attach energy or have rescue board. They do play rescue board, typically, so they should be able to get that or switch. I don't know what list this person's playing. I don't know if they're playing the place 19th list at Portland list, which does play the rescue board, but does not play a switch. I mean, they do still have their prime catcher. Before they flip the script, they should definitely tandem unit. That was a bad flip the script. They should have tandem unit first to get down, to empty their deck a little bit more. Because what are you planning to do here? Like, I only need to take one prize card. You only need to take 2 prize cards, but who are you going to attack me with? No one. Like, what's your goal here? I mean, Lily's Clefairy is an attacker, but what are you going to do with that? I mean, you could boss stall me here, but that's really the only thing you got. Retreat into Pikachu and boss me? I mean, that's a play. It could work. Because if they boss lock me here, I have switch. I'm fine. They don't know that. But they don't have energy set up. So, oh, Percy, Percy, are you okay? Percy, I'm so sorry, buddy. I was trying to just fix you. Here. I went to pick him up to move him, and he slid right off me. I'm sorry, buddy. Now, if I top deck boss, it's over. Burrow. That's fine. Coin bonus for 2. A little switch. Coin bonus for 2. Both bosses should still be in there. Recon Directive to look at 2 cards. Well, hey, we didn't get the boss. But they also still don't have an attack next turn. There it is. Well, there it is. Never mind. Never mind. There's the boss. And let's go ahead and make it rain. Make it rain for 300. Never punished. Oh, Joltik Box. I say this as someone who loves Joltik Box. But Joltik Box is one of those decks, if you... It really wins or loses in the first couple turns. They were not set up for late turns. Their turn 1 was rough because they weren't able to accelerate energy to more than just Pikachu, which is just bad. It's not. I don't know what their hand looked like. I don't know if they had the ability to get any other Pokemon down, but they definitely needed to get at least a second Pikachu back. Couldn't you I could Cypher Maniac for boss and then coin bonus, but Cypher Maniac is a supporter. Boss is also a supporter, and you can only play 1 support for turn. So Cypher Maniacing there would give it to me, but then I would get nothing, which would be sad. Which would be sad. Yeah, I've definitely been having a lot of fun with this deck. I definitely, it's for sure one. Like I said, it didn't do great at Portland. I don't know how many people were playing it at Portland, to be completely honest with you, though. So they might have just not had a lot of people there, which could be the reason why. TCG is still confusing to me at times. That's fair. It's still confusing to me at times. Yeah, it definitely could have just not had a big show. Let me see. There were there were only 14 Goldengos in day 2. Which I mean could means that Goldengo did really poorly, or it could also mean that no one was playing it. I mean, there were 7 Charizards in day 2. Charizard, of course, being quick to set up, quick to recover, deals a lot of damage to Goldengo. I mean, or just a lot of decks, since Charizard can just, as I take more prize cards, they take more prize cards. So that could be a reason why, but I mean, there were only 7 of those that made it to day 2. But also, of these 70 Dragapults, how many of these 70 Dragapults were pure Pult? Or, yeah, 15th was Pultzard. There's only 1 Pultzard that went to day 2, it looks like. Is that correct? No, it's not correct. There were, in day 2 at Portland, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 Pultzards, which is Dragapult and Charizard. Charizard to help clean up late games. I also haven't played against a lot of Dragapult with with Dangopult. So, all right, let's jump to another game. Tomorrow, the 29th TCG Pocket expansion is out. That's exciting. Thursday, Destined Rivals should be live on TCG Live. So bring in the new cards. The Typhlosion deck I want to check out for sure. The Ethan's Adventure deck. Ethan's Typhlosion, I guess, is what you would call the deck, because that is the Typhlosion in it. I definitely want to check out the Rocket deck. Yeah, those are the two big ones I really want. I mean, I at some point I'll check out Cynthia's Garchomp, but I'm more excited about the Team Rocket deck. Not playing it anytime soon, but definitely playing it to like a, or taking it and playing it to a locals at some point. The Portland TCG in top 4 is literally 3 pults and 1 bolt. Wait, what now? I grab you. Grab my 2 friends. 2 in hand. Cypher for next turn. Next turn is looking pretty good for us. Oh, top 4. Gotcha. For Portland, it was first and second were Gardevoir, third was Raging Bolt, and fourth was Terrabox. Which also, like, shout out to Terrabox. What? Terrabox was 4th and 13th. Terrabox was originally what I was planning to take to Atlanta, but didn't end up doing. Terrabox is also, I don't know if I want to say it's a difficult pilot. I mean, it is a harder one. Just because, I mean, it plays 21 Pokemon. It plays 21 Pokemon. So you have so many options, which can definitely hurt you over time. I don't know what this deck I'm currently playing against is with a Scorbunny. These are gonna probably become Blaziken EXs, but I have no idea what the Scorbunny of it all is about. Let's do a single coin bonus before we Cypher. And I was hoping that we could... I mean, I'm probably not going to Cypher for, like, Energy Search Pro, for instance. Because, again, I don't want to put all that energy in my hand just to lose it. But 1 energy, that's for attach. These 2 are for the attack. So I can also grab... Dracloak. Put those 2 on top of the deck. Coin bonus. It was a mirror for the finals? Yeah. Alright, Percy. Boss? That's fun. Could be helpful next turn. Could be helpful next turn. Take my singular prize. Do hate to take 1 prize, but it is what it is. Yeah, it is Blaziken EX. Blaziken EX is 200 damage, which will be a 1-shot for me. And then once during your turn, you may attach a basic energy from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. Is it only a basic fire energy? No, it's just a basic energy in any way, shape, or form. Okay, so they are going to knock out my active Goldango here. It's going to do 200 and then hit for weakness for a total of 400. Man, and 320 HP. That is a lot of energy to hit for there. I mean, we could potentially get there, but yikes. I'm not excited about this game at all. S-ball for a Fez. And flip that script. Thank you, Energy Search Pro. That was a misplay. I should have energy. As I was saying it, I was like, why am I not using Energy Search Pro? Because that was just 2 options of energy that I could have instead pulled from there. So that's not good. All right, 100, 200, 100, 200, 3. I need to recover all of this energy to be able to attack. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay, I can at least recover all the energy. But that never feels good. That never feels good. Turo and the other Dracloak. And for 350. Let's stretcher for Goldango back, so that way we have a follow-up attacker. Win bonus for Artisan. I know it's also giving them an Artisan, but I kind of need it. Do I need it, actually? I don't. My other gimme's priced, and I just threw away the Dracloak. I do have another stretcher. There's potential I could grab. We'll put it on the bench. We'll put it on the bench. Yeah, we'll put it on the bench. 100, 200, 300, 350. Bye-bye energy. Bye-bye. Those are two decent prizes because I don't need them at all. Portland was a Guardy Mirror in finals, yeah. And Henry Chow, who got second place, that would have been had they won. I think their 4th win of the season at a regional. They won the Atlanta regional, which I was at. So if you watched my Atlanta video, the person who won in that video was who got second place. Let's see that second. Hold up a second. There's someone knocking at my door for some reason. I don't know why. Well, someone was knocking at my door. What did I do with my phone? My door? And then they walked away, I guess. I don't know what that was all about. That's so weird. Someone just they just walked up and just looked at my door. That's weird. I'm uncomfortable about that. I'm very uncomfortable at all that. I don't think I win this. I don't think I win this. We definitely don't win this. No, they walked up and they knocked and then they walked away. I think they just probably had the wrong apartment. Ugh. Uggity, uggity, ugh. I'm pretty sure it's just Jover for us here. They can't attack this next turn. That's really the only benefit here is they can't attack this next turn. But I mean, if they're able to hit a retreat, which I mean, they easily can hit a retreat, and if they evolve here, then it doesn't matter. All right. We'll just hit them for 150 and see what they can do. I mean, but even if they aren't able to get it here, if they're able to get the evolution, they can make it happen. So we'll see. We'll see what they do. Hey, Percy, come over here. Come hang out with me over here. I don't want you to just be barking at... Yeah, GG's to them. I figured they'd be able to hit the retreat there. Good for them. That was an interesting one. I've not played against Blaziken at all. well. All right, chat. That is going to do it for me tonight. I got a couple other things I need to take care of tonight, as well as Percy's getting a little antsy, so I want to go ahead and take him for a little walk. But I think you all been hanging out with me tonight. It's been a lot of fun getting some Making It Rain with the Goldango. Our upcoming streams, no stream tomorrow night, but I will be back live Thursday at 8 p.m. For some Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, some more Mystery Dungeon. Most likely into some TCG. We'll see what happens that night. And then Saturday, don't forget, Saturday I'll be live at 2 p.m. EST for some Pokemon Ranger 2. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. Have a good night, everyone. See ya.